your girl again, Akupa Bridget, your host, and today we'll be bringing another episode of Talk As You Dey Do Show. And with me, I have two amazing people in the studio. Do not forget that this program is proudly sponsored by Sky Sport Restaurant and Bar, live in Wherever. So, lady and gentlemen, welcome to our studio today. So, what's your name, sir?
My name is Wilfred Shiaon Oban. I'm also known as Kosas. My name is Wilfred Shiaon Oban. I'm also known as Kosas.
Did you hear anything?
Yes, I heard Wilfred.
Oh, his name is Wilfred. Oh, it's a pleasure having you in our studio today, sir. So over to you, ma'am. What's your name?
My name is Mafan Esther. Yeah. So you can call me Mafan. Actually, I prefer Mafan.
Is it Humbafan or Hembafan?
Hembafan. On the Hembafan.
On the. No, hold on. Is it on the Humbafan or is it on the Hembafan?
On the Hembafan.
On the Humbafan. Okay, I just want to be very clear on the names. That's all. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about those things that annoy you on a daily basis, but it is seen as a norm in the society due to the fact that it has been done continuously. These things are not normal, but due to the fact that they have been done continuously, the society has accepted it as a norm. So we are here to talk about those things. So, sir, go first.
First of all, happy Mother's Day to
Yeah.
Thank
you. You remember? It's actually Mother's Sunday.
We have not been
Oh, wow.
there now, but
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you.
Oh my God! You pushed happy Mother's Day to me.
That's fine. And okay. For me, one of the things that annoys me most on a daily basis, and the society actually take it to be a normal thing, is the youth indulging so much in the social media rift, fighting for celebrities who don't even care or know they exist. You know, putting a lot of energy, you know, fighting for these celebrities, you know, having rift with one another, having, you know, keeping grudges with one another in the same society they live. And to them, you know, they think it's normal, but for me, I think it's something that bothers so much on me. I feel they should actually channel or rechannel rather their energies to more productive, activities in the society rather than fighting for these guys who don't even care about their existence.
The thing is, right, I actually posted something on my social media, I think 1 week ago, that two celebrities were fighting, and then one barber in Abuja was actually throwing shade at this one celebrity. So he was using his business account to throw that shade. So I was like, why would you mix business and your emotions? This is your business for crying out loud. You are throwing shade, and this guy has a lot of fans already. And then the guy had to, like, let me just call his name. David had to comment under the guy's post because he was trolling him that he said that Wizkid is the king or something like that. So he was trolling Davido, and then Davido had to comment under his page, and Davido has a lot of fans. So he was like, he would have like supported his business, but since he likes trolling people instead of concentrating on his business, then he should go and do it. But the guy gained a lot of followers, but I know that he actually lost. He lost because if he didn't mix up like that, if he didn't mix up his business and pleasure, he would have maybe gotten someone that would have patronized him. Maybe David would have done something for him.
Well, the reason why I'm short of words is because I'm actually guilty of this. I'm actually very guilty of it, though I didn't really publicly made it like publicly, but I was siding and almost fought my cameraman because of I was supporting one of them. So I feel like after giving it a long thought, I'm like, okay, these guys are actually making more money. They're
From
actually
the
making
trolling,
from the trolling because
they're gaining more publicity.
That brings in a lot of publicity.
Yeah. The thing is, there's no bad publicity.
But then, you know, it's so it will amaze you that, you know, these guys behind closed doors, they talk to each other.
Very
They come out on social media, and that's why I always tell people that what everything is seen on social media that is, you know,
True.
that portrays you know, originality of how this scenario seems to be. But in real sense, I mean, social media life is different from the reality of the society today.
that's right.
It's but But then, how many youths, actually care to listen? You tell them they feel that, oh, well, you're just,
They are
trying
too
to,
upright
yeah,
and
too upright
you all said
you're
it.
trying to do what, you're not asked to do or assigned to do. So, well, that's the power of social media. The phone is yours, the data is yours, and then you have the free liberty to say whatever they want to say.
Listen, right now, I feel like they are abusing this social media stuff. In addition to what he said, there's a certain lady that came out and started trolling Mercy Johnson. She came out, Angela Okore, she came out and was saying Mercy Johnson is this, is that, is this, is that. And another lady now came out again and supported her. Another Hilda, what do they call her? Albert, waiting now. She came out. They were all trolling Mercy Johnson. Now, instead of the society to come and checkmate to verify the authenticity of that information, because of they are blinded by the love they have for Mercy Johnson. Don't get me wrong, I love that woman. But let's call a spade a spade. 1, 2, 3 persons come out to complain about the character of a particular person. So instead of us to like come together and checkmate that, why are these people saying this? Maybe there might be some atom of truth in it. Everybody's like, you are mad. That's why you're coming out to throw Mercy Johnson. Do you understand? For the fact she's quiet, I love her personally, but let's call a spade a spade. Let's forget sentiment. Let's forget I love her. And reason that there are some maybe I don't know. Like I wasn't there. I don't know if the allegations are true or not. But for the fact that they don't even want to know if it's true or not, because she's their favorite. Now the other ones are the mad ones. They are mad. They have labeled them mad people.
Nigerians use emotions to judge, especially if you're a single mother or you're a divorcee. They feel like there's nothing you do that is right. So Mercy Johnson is married. Is Angela married?
No, she's not
divorced.
divorced.
Of course, Nigerians use emotions to judge
and you see,
everything.
that is one aspect that I feel, the society, has to understand better. Because, you see, well, of course, we're Africans, we're black, and we're so emotional when it comes to the way we perceive things, the way we
Judge
we judge, the way we, digest, issues. But then, sometimes our reactions or response towards these issues, actually have a very huge psychological effect, on people who are involved. Because I've belonged to a society where I have to I've been involved in 1 or 2 issues top stars, and I know how it feels when people come trolling you and they feel it's normal. Then the other set of people, they come and then they call it constructive criticism. And then the same person does the same thing you do, and then they say no. That's when people come after the person, they say no. This is actually cyberbullying. So we should understand that these people, everybody is human. Everybody you see out there on the street, it's got blood that flows into their veins just the same way it does for you and I. So these people need to be protected. They have families. This can break them down. This can cause serious emotional effect on them. And we have to protect them the same way we protect ourselves. I understand that we always want things done perfectly, but nobody's perfect. That's why even me as a gentleman, if I dress as a gentleman, I always tell you I'm not a gentleman, only a nearly perfect gentleman.
So are you telling us now that you are not a gentleman?
I cannot guarantee you that I'm a 100% gentleman. I can only
You're not a gentleman.
You're not a gentleman.
It depends on the
Where?
It depends on the situation.
Because I'm just a nearly perfect gentleman. So when they say I'm a perfect gentleman, sorry, I have to rephrase that. When they say I'm a perfect gentleman, I tell you no, I'm only a nearly perfect gentleman. Because nobody's perfect except God. So we should understand this in society. We should understand that these people need to be protected. These people have families. These people have a life to live outside their celebrity life. They have emotions, for crying out loud, and we need to protect them. That's how I feel.
So I actually wanted to chip in. I think we need to redefine what perfect, having a perfect life or a successful life means. Because for some people, I feel like because you're not like doing some kind of things, I mean, you don't have the type of things that other people have. Like for the Mercy Johnson and the Angela, because she doesn't maybe have a happy marriage, maybe a husband and kids. She don't have a happy marriage. then people will feel like, okay, she's angry or bitter.
Or she's raz.
Yes, towards her. It could be that maybe Miss Johnson did something to her. Yeah, it could be that way. But people don't even care about it. They don't care because of Angela's situation. They feel like she's just bitter.
Okay, let's make it
So we
easy.
just have to redefine what happiness means.
He's talking about the welfare of the person being trolled. We are talking about the person throwing somebody maybe being right or being misjudged due to the fact that, okay, maybe because of her status, her marital status. Now, I'm not a celebrity yet, but I have a reasonable amount of followers on some social media. Sometimes I go crazy inside my house. Sometimes I see a comment and I go crazy. It destabilizes me. Do you understand? But if you look at it, maybe it's due to the way I present some certain matters. Some people they take it down, they dilute it down differently, so they react differently. Do you understand? Now, what if a celebrity does something to you and she has upper hand than you? This thing is very terrible, but you don't want to come out because even if you come out, they will not believe you. Do you understand?
I feel like if you come out with your facts, even though they will not believe you, you will burden yourself.
That's what Angela is doing. I feel like that's what I don't
Angela
know.
is a celebrity too.
She is, but how about now? You know, say my Johnson dey
I
up
know
person.
Angela is a celebrity. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't even know what happened between them.
I
because
don't
me,
know.
I don't even follow.
They are just.
I know me. I don't know.
Are you also aware that
don't know.
nobody's guilty of any accusation until proven by the court of law? Now, this
That might
is
be.
it. Also, it's the way people. And I advise people, a lot of people, I say to them, don't bring your personal life issues to the public domain, to the internet, to social media. You understand? And also, for some of us, the social media users, I mean, stop prognosing into people's personal lives, personal affairs.
There's no way.
Because the thing is this.
Your personal life is out
Yeah.
there.
It's out there.
Everybody's
If
business.
you want to keep your life private,
like-
don't open social media accounts.
Sometimes I feel okay. For instance,
Once you
now,
have-
we all have issues. We have personal issues.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Even though we don't come out to say it publicly. For instance, I'm putting on a jacket. Who knows? Behind my back, there have been stabs on several occasions, and then I have a lot of crazy scars at my back. But nobody knows because there's a shade covering it. So if I don't expose it, nobody's going to know. If I don't tell you this, what is behind me, nobody's going to know. So we should also try to protect our secrets or personal lives. And then if by chance or by mistake or by misguiding per se, we expose this secret. I mean, we the followers, the fans, as we call ourselves. I mean, we should be a little bit careful the way we are considering the way we jump into these things. So that's how I feel.
No, I have
People are just waiting for something to just slip
To
up
just-
so that they will jump at it.
I always don't want
they
to
are just
make
waiting
things
for
about
something
me.
simple.
But I'm just telling you, imagine me that don't have plenty followers. Sometimes I feel like the whole world is against me because of one person's comment on my video. So
Yeah.
I understand how celebrities feel.
Yeah, you could be feeling good, very
Yeah.
maybe post a picture, then there's always that one comment that someone will just come and drop a hateful comment.
That
then-
will supersede
We
the
just-
whole
yeah.
good comment.
Yes.
I came across a
That's-
word that actually changed my entire life, how I think and how I acknowledge things. For instance, our life is 100% here, and then it's 90%, 10% what happens to us, and then 90% how we react to those things. Yeah, so I have to adopt the life of ignoring people. You understand? What you say, that's your opinion. You understand? For instance, I was listening to a message, and then somebody said something that actually got me deep. You're driving, you just feel the tank of your car, and then the gauge is still showing, low flow. But deep inside you know that you just feel your tank. So why do you have to even consider much about the gauge?
Wait,
Because the gauge, might not, portray the
excuse-
reality of the situation.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
not
yes.
everybody that have the capacity to ignore things. Yes, it's not everybody that have the
Has the big
discipline, the big heart.
So that person, in as much as it's not everybody that has the discipline, the capacity, or the endurance, to ignore things. I mean, they should be able to also withstand, the troll when they come.
Yeah, like somebody said.
Have you ever been trolled before, sir?
On several occasions, yeah. On social media. I'm just being honest.
What are you saying?
I'm just being honest. See, I'm putting on shoes. You don't know if I'm having 2 toes or even 1 toe. I don't know if it's funny. I don't know if my toes are complete.
I feel like it's easier said than
Yeah, it's not easier said than
Easy,
done.
well, like, it's easier said.
Training. It's about mental training. How you train your
No,
mind.
forget it.
I understand what
Forget
you're
it.
saying.
How you train your
For
mind
me-
towards things like this, because these things will keep happening. They will never stop.
No,
this
it will keep happening.
This society we're in today.
And so you keep ignoring it.
There are no.
I will not ignore.
In as
No,
much
but
as
somebody told me that if you want to really be like successful, you have to like really look like an idiot to somebody.
Okay, in this case, I don't want to succeed. I can never be an idiot.
No, because they are going to say so many things. You have like so many things that you feel like you should be doing, and then you have your own plan in your head of how you feel like this thing should go. So you're going to look like an idiot to get it.
No, that baffles me. You know why? Mbafan and Mr. Wilfred. I, with my phone, in my house, in my space, with my data, I did the content and posted. If you don't like it, you go. Why are you imposing me to do what you want? Why are you telling me to behave like somebody?
You did one dance like that, so they were like, you should stick to team dance. I'm like,
Why are you with your own phone, your own data, in your own house? You are now trying to control me
no, you should
to
stick
do the
team
way you
dance.
want. Who are you that you want me to behave a certain way that you want?
see, we Nigerians, we love God so much that none of us is godly.
it's true.
Yeah. So we know so much. We know so much about what the society, demands, what is normal in society, to an extent that we don't even do the right thing. So what we do is we do the wrong thing and then we correct other people who actually do the same thing.
We
So,
sing different.
Yeah. So that's the society we have today.
that's
Yeah.
just-
The same thing but different pattern.
We sing different.
So I can be an armed robber and then I'll see it normal because I've never been caught. I've not been caught rather.
Mhm.
But then I'll be correcting, criminals on the internet. No, you don't have to indulge in crime. You don't have to indulge in illicit business.
Why you armed
Why
robber?
I'm an armed robber.
You didn't even
that's
carry
how we
gun.
do. Yeah. So that is the society we find ourselves in today. We stand to we're always there correcting people, always there telling people the right thing to do, but we never do the right thing. So,
It's just so sad. It's just very sad.
It's sad, but anyways, we move. So on to the next.
yeah, because I want to say something.
No, go ahead, sir.
There's something I saw. One day I was driving on the highway, I don't know what it was. And then I saw a perceived educated young man from his mode of dress and everything crossing the motor highway right under the pedestrian bridge.
What the hell?
It's stress to climb.
Is it?
Let me tell
What
you,
stress?
actually,
So
You?
that says it all. Yes. I've seen it in Kuwa, I've seen it
Yeah.
at Finance Junction, I've seen it on
It's
several
stress to climb
occasions.
up.
What stress? So
Yeah,
you prefer to
walk.
risk your life than to
cross.
please, I don't want to vex.
Now that should give a clearer picture of the society we have today and the kind of people, the kind of individuals
No, a
we
lot
have
of
in
things
society.
go wrong.
Yeah, so
A lot of things.
And it's missing normal. See, well, like if I'm the government, they say a pedestrian bridge and you be flogged 30 stroke of kill.
I haven't been any flogging.
I will flog. By the time I flog 10, 20 people.
They say when you go to church and the pastor raises a prayer point that pray for enemies to die, please do not indulge in that prayer because you end up praying for your family members.
No, if they catch my sister, make them flog and I want to concern me. I said that make she no use
Because you'll be
pedestrian.
flogged as well.
Me, I have never. Do you know that you see that thing that you can cross and use leg and cross something? I rather pay bike or keke to go and turn. I can never cross it. And if I see people crossing, it pisses me off.
Anyway, it can only be you.
It cannot be me. It's not. It has been normalized. You see, it's
it
abnormal.
It can only be you, Miss Bridget. It cannot be Wilfred. It cannot be Esther, right?
Esther, can it be you?
When you live in
Esther
Nigeria,
is
you learn
Esther.
how
Wilfred is
to
Wilfred.
cross-reference.
Bridget is Bridget. So what I do is what my possibly not be what you do and what she does.
why can't we come together and do the right thing?
That is
The right thing is using the pedestrian. The pedestrian was made for humans to avoid accidents on the highway.
In a sane society where things are properly done, it's everybody's collective responsibility. Everyone works in synergy. It's not an individual. It's not a personal affairs where they say, okay, do your own. Let's does our own, and then I'll do my own. It's about let's come together and do it together.
So why are those people not coming together for us to use the pedestrian?
In your house, and even among your siblings, sometimes it's always like, okay, you insist on doing this, go and do it. Let me do this way, and then later does whatever she feels like. So it takes a lot of sacrifice, to come collective. You have to sacrifice a lot of things. Your personal opinions, what you think is right. Your personal opinion might not be what the public, deem fit or the right thing. Her personal opinion might not also be the same, but what the public actually says this is how it should be. You have to sacrifice what your personal opinion is. I have to sacrifice what mine is, and she has to do the same for us to come together.
And climbing pedestrian.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is.
I can't believe you guys are dragging this pedestrian.
Wait, we're actually not dragging it. Listen, the reason why there are less crime, forget these crimes are happening, they are actually less. They are less because there are rules and regulations in the community. Keep your personal opinion aside. This country has rules.
Yeah.
As well as it has rights. Now there are rules. So you cannot come and tell me that because your personal mind tells you to cross this road, and the government placed a rule that you are to use pedestrian bridge and you are crossing, you need to be flogged. The same thing when I was telling people, you are driving a car, Abi, they have rules. They say before you drive a car, you must have driver's license, you must have your driving papers, Abi. You now, because you are feeling entitled, you not carry the same. Now they have people who are assigned to checkmate these things. You are driving and VIO or what is it called? The road safety now stop you and say your papers. You now start saying useless people, nonsense people, thieves. You are the thief. I think I did a video on that before. Are you not supposed to have your papers?
If I really
I've been privileged to be, or rather to live, to spend some quality time in societies that are sane societies. Sane. Normal, like
abnormal people.
So it's normal. They are talking about sane, not insane. Sane people. Normal people. People where they behave normal. Normal in English. People where they behave normal. Right? This is it. These things can only be achieved through law and order. You understand? Where there's a functional judiciary, where nobody's above the law. Right? I can tell you a good number of people who actually drive without valid vehicle license, driving license, vehicle particulars, because some are actually uniform personnel, or they are friends to uniform personnel, or some are actually feel they are above the law. So even when they are accosted, what they do just pick up their phone and make a call, and then they are let go. So for society where things they work well, now where nobody be pass the law. You understand? If you govern a slack person, waiting slave will do society like the same thing. You have to face the same thing. And if your president, whatever citizen does that is right or wrong, if you do, you have to face the same consequences. But here, what are we saying? I can still, I can snatch your phone and spend the rest of my life behind the bars, and then somebody looks public funds in billions and then works scot-free. So this people with the top, they just because we're youth and we're just trying to use the legitimacy we have to make sure we inspire the generation we're in, and then see if we can actually make this change in our own way. But in reality, it's pretty difficult because the people who are actually ahead of us, who are up there already, they're not willing to make these things in reality.
But the thing is that us, the youth, we are not channeling energy towards that direction. It's just, I don't know, it's just filled with misplaced priorities, things that we're supposed to do, we're not doing it.
We're
not doing it. Because if we can stand on our toes and then demand that this and this and this should go right, I'm sure those people would know that we are serious about this thing, and then they'll do the right thing.
Yeah, that's a valid point she made, because a few days ago I made a post on Facebook, and this please focus on me. This is actually a message to the teen youth, because I said something, right? Our youth, our pioneer youth, the teen youth who actually indulge so much in so much into progressing syndrome.
Obesity one syndrome.
Yeah, obesity one syndrome. You understand? I tell them,
Otamu one
yes,
syndrome.
I said it and I will say it again. No amount of loyalty or followership is above humanity. And if you guys doubt me, please, I repeat myself, go to your Ovesin and ask for his daughter's hand in marriage and realize how useless and irrelevant and worthless you are to your Ovesin. So no matter how you want to be loyal to your Ovesin, no matter how you want to follow your Ovesin, please, no amount of followership and loyalty to Ovesin is more than humanity. Humanity comes first. And for me, to all the religious, faithfuls, it's not about spending the whole night on Friday in the mosque. No, all the days in the church on Sundays. It's about humanity. It's the greatest religion, humanity.
And that's what is lacking.
Yes, and that's what we're lacking today in
The
our
love.
society. Yeah.
The love, because
Yeah.
it's funny how all the religion preaches love, yet we lack that.
Today we love God so much that we act on behalf of God. Yeah.
And hate the person
yes, and we hate the
Like, I
creatures
was
of
telling
God.
someone this thing,
Yeah.
Daba.
Yeah.
Wait, you claim to love God that you cannot see, but the person you can see, you don't love that person. When you're like the instruction that was given to you by your religion says you should love this
Your
person
neighbor
that
as
you can
yourself.
see, but you can't love the person, but you claim to love that one that you cannot see.
Say no to Oyawan syndrome, Tamu one syndrome.
Not the Yawa. Not the Yawa. It's Ovesin. Say no to Ovesin syndrome.
Is
You
it
understand?
Otamu or
Ovesin is not more than humanity. Humanity
Okay.
comes first, please. And yeah.
all right? Today we had a beautiful point. We had beautiful points from Himbafa and Himbafa and Cha. I can't pronounce your names. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
What's the
guys.
English translation of your name?
That will be behind the scene.
Guys, do not forget that this program is proudly sponsored by Sky Sport Restaurant and Bar Live in Gwarimpa. And today, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. Sorry. Sometimes I have speaker graphical errors. So, all right, thank you guys. Happy Sunday.